So I've had some Taiwanese friends tell me that Kinmen is a really small island and that 2 or 3 days will be plenty. And then I stopped by the visitor information office just inside over there, and they literally give me 5 different maps of 5 different counties or 5 different townships in Kinmen, all with different things to do in each. Each one of them has a different map and different things to do. Definitely has a little bit of a tropical breeze, and it feels a little bit cooler than Taipei today. Sort of that island cool feeling. It's really nice, and the light is really, really pretty. Looks like a camo watchtower up there. Okay, so because I don't have my IDL, or I left it in Taipei, all I could rent was this sort of stupid looking electric bike. I mean, it's a moped, but it goes 25 miles an hour max. It'll get the job done. I guess it's safe, but I wish I could show you more of the scenery so far. It's gorgeous. It looks like almost like a rural part of, I don't know, America or something, with all the fields and everything. It's very beautiful. Country roads all around. All right, this is the glorious inn that I'm staying at in Kinmen, in a small village called Shuitu or Shuito. Take a look. So this is the island of Kinmen, and the airport is here, and the village that we're staying in is here. So I drove the moped all the way around here. And relative to Taiwan, there's Taiwan, and this is how close we are to China. Okay, so the owner, or the person running the inn, told me that it was built about 100 years ago, and then other parts of it were built, or the back part of it was built about 300 years ago. I guess I gotta take his word for it, but it feels much older than that. I mean, just the detail and the intricacy is incredible. And this room right here, I'm gonna ask him, and I'll put it in the description below. I'm not sure if this is a temple or an altar or what, but it kind of looks like it, right? It looks like, take a look. One of the things that has caught my eye so much about this place is not just the level of detail, but how the detail varies from piece to piece. Up here is this design, and then over there, yeah, it's a different design. The designs here in the door are different. It's like birds and horseshoe crabs. Oh wow, look at that. And it just keeps going and going throughout the inn, how there's just so much detail. Even in the bottom part of these doors, there's art.
It's
This soup is legitimately one of the best things I've ever eaten for breakfast. I'm not exaggerating. They call it porridge, but it's much more like a thicker soup to me. It has tons of flavor. It's not bland. It has like pork meatballs in it that are really juicy and have a great texture, herbs and whatnot, and a lot of fresh egg. It's just incredible. I would eat this every morning. Okay, so the man you just saw in that last shot, this house was built by his grandfather. His grandfather went to Indonesia for work, and because Indonesia was a colony of the Netherlands, that's the reason why this house has some elements of Western style, like on the roof, because of the colonial influence in the Netherlands. He said it took 5 years to build, and that the style of architecture that it's built in is from Fujian, China, And they brought over, I guess, masters to help build it from Fujian, China. That is so cool. I was told the inn here has an upstairs that is has a view or something like that. So let's go check it out. This is incredible. Look at this. Definitely looks colonial. Like if I told you that was in Mexico, you would believe me. And if I told you that was in Mexico, you would not believe me. Look at the roof. I guess this is old deeds or whatnot. I wonder if I can go walk around the village, if that's like appropriate. The inn owner said that there are some people nearby that get a little weird about photos, so I don't want to push it, but it would be nice. Man, I love that little table out front. That's so pretty. Just that whole thing. Beautiful. In case you've forgotten, we are still on a tropical island. I mean, I guess this is a taking care of village in some way, or some ways, because of the official map, and the roads are really well maintained. Not terribly surprising, because the roads in Taiwan in general are, or at least the parts I've seen, are pretty well maintained. Look at this. Wow. Looks like a watchtower or something. Look at this home. Again, if I told you that was in the south of France, you would believe me, right? I wonder if I can get close to that. Are you kidding me? This kind of looks like Italy. Like look at this. I mean, not exactly, but the pink terracotta. That is just clearly a blending of styles, and it just blows my mind. That is not at all what I was expecting. That building right there, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a school or something. Oh my God, look. This would be like, to me, it's almost like stumbling around rural South Carolina and seeing that out of nowhere. Like, I've been to many places in Taiwan, or at least I think I have never seen this. Okay, I didn't bring my mask, so I couldn't actually go inside, but I could read what was on the wall there. And basically the story here is that wealthy overseas Chinese immigrants, and in this case I think people went to Indonesia, sent money back to the village, and as a sign of wealth they built these Western style homes. And this area was really kind of ripe for piracy in the 1920s and 30s. And so that is actually what they call a blunderbuss tower. And it's actually a tower designed to protect this area. And so much so that I think this house next to the tower here was a decoy home. So the pirates might attack that first and get inside and realize there's nothing there. And then that would notify people inside the real house what was going on. And so they would have time to get their ammunition ready and stuff like that. And that there are tunnels from the tower going to other parts of the home so they could supply the tower with ammunition. So that is literally a watchtower for pirates. And it's on some sort of national historic register as one of the most beautiful homes in Taiwan or something like that. And by the way, that is a school, and it was built with the same money from, I guess, the wealthy overseas immigrants in Western fashion. Yeah. Crazy. It looks like a scene out of rural Portugal or Italy or something like that. It's pretty amazing. 1766. I guess that explains the much older parts of the village. And out of nowhere, a basketball court. That's neat. Wow. Like just very new stuff right there. Like new apartments, LED displays, or I don't know if that's an office building or apartments, but yeah, it's crazy. So we just saw that, and this is what I'm looking at going this way. I was told how much the Taiwanese love basketball, and I'm beginning to see that through the not just things like this, but also the trades that they've made for people like what's his name? Oh god, they just got Jeremy Lin, and then the Superman. What the heck is his name? Baseball apparently is a big deal when you're younger. They do have a professional baseball league, but for whatever reason, the way it was explained to me is that baseball, I don't know why, but it for some reason is not the most popular sport here. Even though the Taiwanese Little League World Series champions, they have like a record number of wins. I just realized that the kind of the welcome, it feels like a welcome sign to this old village that I'm staying in, with the bottle of the famous liquor that they make here, is actually an old bunker. Look. I mean, maybe that's made to look old, but I don't think so, because there's another one right over there. Right there. The scooter company that I rented the electric scooter from is just, so there's one under the seat that's full, and then there's one that goes in the bike, and it lasts about, half a day per battery, so 2 batteries will get you 1 day. I literally just pulled up to this center, somebody ran out and got a replacement battery, and it's all free, and they have them all over the island. I mean, this really looks like a scene out of where I'm from in South Carolina, like the Low Country area. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's corn or it doesn't really look like rice because the ground is dry. Mountains off in the distance. I mean, small mountains, but still very pretty. I wonder what it looks like from up there. Okay, look, I know Taiwan has many beautiful beaches, but already this one is just, like, you have pine trees over there, and it's just, the coastal breeze is nice. Look, there's like it almost looks like a shrine over there where there's an incense burning spot in the corner. It doesn't look like we can enter from over there, so I'm gonna go around the other way. Look how big this beach is. That's huge, that's no joke. Whoa. Man. This is stunning. Look at this beach. Like, this beach would be top 5 most famous beaches in America if this were like on the East Coast. Man, I look ridiculous with this helmet on. Okay, but this beach is the beach with the tank on it. Oucuo beach, I guess. Bunker. Look at this. That is something else. The interesting thing about the ride down here, and I've seen it in other parts, is so beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Northern California in that you see pine trees and then you see like aloe plants coexisting, which I've always thought it's such a beautiful combination. But I guess it kind of makes sense if it's so cold here in the winter, or you know, it was cold last night. The tank is probably somewhere over there. Very cool. And you use the pail? Oh wow. Wow. To eat? Or wow. Okay, so they eat those. Wow, thank you. So beautiful. That's what the other people are doing over there as well, I guess. They're clamming. Let's look at the sand dunes. One of my concerns was getting more sun in my face because I thought I started to look pale. That's happening today. I see it sticking out right there. It looks like there's nobody over here. Look. I can literally walk right up to this and touch it if I wanted to. I won't. This looks like it was just dropped here yesterday. I mean, it looks old, but it's just lying in the sand, and it's been here long enough that they have official signage on the beach talking about it. No ropes, no signs, no nothing. Nobody is here. Nobody. So I decided to stop in a ramen spot for lunch. And it's very cute. So this is an automated kind of ordering system. I ordered my ramen here and paid for it with cash here, and then they make it here. They have this all over Taipei at least, and I think they have it in other parts of Taiwan as well. Pretty cool.
两个在那边讲很久哦，讲的地呼噜的，真的地呼噜，很严重哦。而且呢。
Are you kidding me? This looks amazing. I was thinking this would just be like a plain old bowl of ramen. This looks exceptional. Isn't it incredibly interesting? There's this haunting bunker on this beautiful backdrop. I mean, look at this field. And you have this bunker, and it's got shards of glass here. And the camouflage, and it just has this weight to it that's so heavy and just impenetrable, it feels like. And then all around this rest stop area, they've put nice marble benches and a bike rack and done, I guess, nothing about the bunker. I imagine there's not much you can do about such a thing like this without a tremendous amount of work. Kind of like in Berlin, they still have some of the remnants from the Nazis that, you know, were built as bunkers. But it is a very interesting contrast between have a seat on these nice benches and war. Oh my god, no freaking way. I can't believe it. So I'm cruising over to the east side of the island, and I stopped off in this town that has like an old street because I'm hungry and I wanted a little bit of lunch. I guess this is maybe part of the town. It's very quiet and it does feel older. And one of the striking things on the street is that there's all these Taiwanese flags here leading up to this sort of building right here. I vaguely recall seeing this in some sort of article, if it's an important building. I mean, definitely it's interesting that the Taiwanese flag is up top there. You can see the sun and the red and white and blue. Yeah, down the street there are all these Taiwanese flags, see? All the way down. On this old street or they're all old streets, but on this street, I noticed that there was a store that had figurines and they looked like old soldiers or old government officials, and I want to go take a look at that real quick. Here. And then they have all these other statues of Buddha and gods down here. I'm gonna have to ask a couple of my friends who fought in the Taiwanese military what that is about, what these right here are about. Pretty wild. I mean, the street feels just completely inactive, but also has activity. It's a weird sort of blend. This is like far off the tourist trail. If they're rural sort of places or lesser known places, they tend to not have a lot of restaurants because people eat at home. In the city of Meknès in Morocco, there are restaurants, but not a lot. Even though it's a pretty big city in the old part of town, it was very hard to find a restaurant because I was told that people just ate at home. This is one of the culture villages on the map that I picked up at the airport. And initially I thought it was just going to be the same look as the village that I'm staying in. But it definitely looks different. And all of the homes up here up front are really colorful and beautiful, and it has a really nice gate right there. And I believe all these places right here, it definitely looks more traveled. I saw buses up front, and these look like almost restaurants or something. Yeah, I think they're restaurants. And I guess this is a map of the village. So built around the year 1900. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. It's like a labyrinth. Or not a labyrinth, it's like almost like a citadel or something. Wow, you see all the doorways all the way down? And then the rooftops. That is stunning here too. I guess there's a model of the town. Whoa. Look at the colors on that mural. I'm assuming this is a pretty well-known touristy spot for the island, but there are only a couple other tourists here. I don't know if it's because it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon or what, but it's this consistent thing I'm noticing about Kinmen, that it seems like there's a lot to see and there's a lot to appreciate, but it doesn't seem to be a lot of people, even on a weekend, here. Looks like there's a hill. It would be cool if it was overlooking the entire town. I wonder if we can do that. Oh yeah, I don't know what that's called, but it's pretty. I'm gonna walk up there. Jeez, just take a look at this. And clearly they're being occupied somehow now because they're air conditioning units. It's pretty wild. I don't know if they're inns or homes or what, but that is very interesting. A sign in marble, and then chairs, and a pretty incredible view. Look. Way in the distance over there is the ocean. All right, I want to walk through just a little bit more, and then pack it up and get out of here. This must have been an absolutely fascinating place to live. Oh yeah, and this is a homestay. Wow. It's beautiful, and it has gravitas, and it just, I would even say it seems a little bit intimidating too from an outsider's perspective. Okay. So I've been running around pretty much all day. I wanted to find lunch. I didn't find lunch. And I'm hungry. So I stopped in a 7-Eleven. And this is something that I absolutely love about Taiwan. I'm in a 7-Eleven and I've got a Greek yogurt, a tea egg, a Japanese roasted chicken and egg sandwich, and a sencha green tea, no sugar added. I think it has a little matcha in it too. And so all of this, the yogurt, the sandwich, the egg, and the tea, and this is like a balanced meal, you know, healthy, was $3.20 American. So I can literally run and gun, shoot my day, and know that I can get a decently healthy meal for $3.20 at basically any 7-Eleven, which are all over the country. The convenience factor is insanely high. It's so cool. This is kind of hysterical. Beautiful country road, right? Beautiful country road. And then we have my moped right here. And then a cow. literally just on the side of the road, chilling, a cow. I just kind of stumbled across this on the drive. It kind of reminds me of the temples that I saw in Tainan a little bit. See, this is totally one of the things I love about Taiwan, that it just has so many hidden surprises. I'm sure this is on a tourist map, and if I asked the hotel owner, hey, I really want to see a temple that's nearby, he could point me in the direction of this, but you just stumble across it. I mean, there's the main road. My moped is literally over there. And then I just saw this, and yeah, extraordinary. Look at the detail in the stonework there. All right, you gotta stay fit even on a trip. And I found a really, really great gym here. I went here last night. It's better than most of the gyms I've been to in New York for the same size. Here it is. This gym is fantastic. It has excellent equipment. It's all nice. It's brand new. It's well maintained. It's clean. We're playing Western music. Perfect. Oh my God, the wind is howling outside. Like, the door is shaking inside the gym, and I was freezing on the way over here. I'm gonna die on the way home. Kinmen is cold in the winter. Okay, final thoughts on Kinmen, or I guess, semi-final thoughts on Kinmen. It is totally underrated. So many Taiwanese people that I've met from the mainland have not been to Kinmen. I think it's absolutely worth a 2 or 3 night trip. The beauty, the food, the history, the culture, inns like this, just driving around an island on a moped with beautiful beaches and just really compelling history and sights, especially 20th century history, makes it totally worth it. I'm so glad I came. I'm sad to leave.